Hello everyone, this is Matsek. Today we are diving into TryHackMe's WhiteRose room. In this walkthrough, we'll uncover hidden credentials and explore server-side vulnerability and escalate privilege to gain root access using clever SSTI exploit. If you are into solving this kinds of challenges, you are in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with our latest cybersecurity content and hit the bell so you will never miss an update. So let's get into hacking. So first, let me start my VPN. So go to open VPN Mavic. Okay, the VPN has been started. So, and I have created a WhiteRose folder in TryHackMe root directory. So as like always, we'll start with an nmap scan. Nmap SC for default scripts, SV to enumerate the version, and we need the IP. So this is the IP. We're just gonna paste the IP over here, and we're gonna add T4 to speed up the scans and to save the output as normal, and we're going to save this file as initial. Okay, the nmap scan has been completed. If you see here, the port 22 SSH is open and port 80, which is HTTP, is open. So what we can do is we just need to open a browser and paste the IP here and enter. So if you see here, when you paste the IP here, it redirects to the domain name. So actually this is the domain. So we need to add this in the etc host file. So let's go to terminal and sudo nano etc host. So we need to go below, paste the IP here. Oh, actually I pasted the domain, so no problem. So we need the IP now. Go to TryHackMe portal and paste it here. So leave a tab space and save this. Okay, the file has been saved. So if you refresh now, you have access to that cypressbank.thm. Okay, good. So if you see this page clearly, this shows like we are currently under maintenance. So thank you for your patience. So if they are giving a domain, so always I like to check for the subdomains. So let's do that. So let's copy this domain. Let's open a terminal. We are in the WhiteRose folder. So let's use FUF. FUF URL is Cypress. So what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna use FUF URL. I'm gonna give this Cypress Bank, and the header should be like I'm gonna give host, and I'm gonna first this endpoint. First this parameter here. So here the word list gonna substitute all the word list here, and it's gonna find the subdomains. So I'm gonna use the word list subdomains top 1,020,000.txt, and this is gonna filter out the word which contains one in the result. So if I just wanted to show you, I'll just show you this. If you put enter, so this is going to display everything. So you don't need everything, right? So if you see clearly, this has the word one. So that's the thing. So I'm just going to use filter word one, so that it will ignore all the things which has the word one. And I'm just going to use silent mode, and the threads I'm going to use 100 and enter. So right away we have found two subdomains. The one is admin and another one is www. So the most important thing we have to look is admin. So let's straight away go to etc host file. We need to add the subdomain here. Add admin cypressbank.thm. Yes, it spells correct. So now save this. All good. Now what you have to do is you have to type admin.cypress. Okay, so this gives you a login page. If you go here, if you check on the welcome page, you have the credentials. So just copy this and paste it over here, and again go to the TryHackMe page and copy the password and paste it here. Now you have logged in successfully. So but the first question is you need to find what is Tyrell Velik's phone number. But if you check here, the phone number is hidden. You couldn't see. So for that, you can go and search for the remaining functionality. So settings, you don't have permission. So messages and search. In search, I have tried to find if there is any reflected I mean the parameters, so that I can test for HTML injection, XSS, and SSTI, but I couldn't find anything interesting here. And also I have tried for finding an SQL injection in this search bar, but I couldn't find. So later what I did is I just went to messages. So if you see this messages, if you type hello, the first message goes back. The only 5 message get displayed here. If you see clearly the endpoint, the messages has a parameter C, which is equal to 5. So, and also if you check here, it only shows the 5 messages. So what I did is I just did 6 and checked. So now it shows 6 messages. So what I did is I did like 100 and enter. So if you check clearly, this doesn't have much messages. This only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 messages. So that when I give 100, so this displays all the messages on the message panel. So if you check clearly, this displays the password of Gail Bev. So this is the password. So let's make this note. So let's open mouse pad. Test. Just wanted to make a test. We open this. We want to save this password. So this is actually password of Gail Web. Okay. So now what you're gonna do is you have to log off this, and now try to log in as Gail Web, and the password is which we have copied from that message port. Enter. Okay. Now all good. So now if you check, all the 4 numbers is getting displayed. So now we can get the title Velix phone number and we can give that as an answer. So then if you go here to the settings, now we have access to these settings. So straight away we'll turn on the burp and open a burp. So we'll turn on the proxy and type test and test and just forward this request and turn off the intercept. So if you see here, password updated to test. So this is displaying test. I mean, whatever password we give here, this is displaying here. So what I've tried is I've tried to find whether there is an HTML injection like test. I'm just going to use U tag to test whether we have an HTML injection using this U tag. So, but unfortunately, this is getting encoded in this application. If you see here, this is getting an encoded. So we don't have an HTML injection here. Instead, what I did is I tried to find if there is any hidden parameter is hidden parameters is located in this application. So let's go here and forward this to repeater. And if you check this, actually this is giving the cookie, and this has name and password parameter. I'm suspecting that this should have something some other parameter here, so we can first and find that parameter. So this is what we're going to do, but instead of burp, we're going to use fuff again. So let's go here and we're going to use fuff. URL we're going to use is http admin dot. So this is the actual URL, so just copy from that instead of typing, paste it here. So this is the URL we're going to use, and we're going to give the header as header for this, because this is actually logged in, right? So we need to provide a cookie. So this is the cookie actually. So copy that cookie and open a terminal, paste it here. And also you need to give another header, which is content type. So this is gonna help the understand the application which content of this content is processed. So this we need to give. Again, we're gonna mention h which is for header tag, and we're gonna paste this again, the content type, And next we're going to give the data. The data is this, nothing but this. So we're just going to give this as a data. I'm going to copy this. Instead I'm going to use simple password like test. Like I'm just going to copy this. And I'm going to give the data here. Paste. So next what you have to give is you have to give the word list. So the word list is user share checklist. No, user share word list and checklist. So discovery, and I'm gonna use web content. So use the file raft small directories small. I'm gonna use raft small files lowercase .txt. And again, what you have to do is you have to provide the content length so that which can ignore the not valid response. So for that, you just send this so that you will have the content length here, which is 2098. So you're gonna ignore that. So for that, you have to use fs 2098, and I'm gonna use silent mode. And what I can use the thread. So which is thread 100, and enter. What happened is there is no results, because what I have made a big mistake here is I didn't mention the request method. So that is the big problem here. So you have to mention the request method, whether it's a get or post request. So without mentioning any method, what will happen is the FUF will take the default method to get. So we have to mention it to post, and then we have to again enter it. So this small RAF file lowercase didn't find anything interesting. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to change this to raft small words lowercase.txt, and then I'm going to enter it again. So immediately I have found that include password error message client has been used. So I'm just curious to test what is include. So include equal to test, and forward this. So when you forward this, you have an 500 internal server error. So, and also if you check this error, this gives you that this settings is using like EJS. So let's search for what is EJS. So EJS exploits. So EJS is actually an web application express file upload. So if you check on Vapalizer, you have that express here. So let's do one thing. Let's search for EJS SSTI, because this is giving the whatever we entering, this is getting reflected here, right? So we can search for SSTI exploits. If you search here, you have an GitHub page which gives the server-side injection template. So when you click this CVE 2022-29078, you have a blog with eslam.io, and if you click that, this gives you an information about how to exploit this. So you go below, what you need to do is you need to just copy this from here and settings to this to check whether we have this thing. So what you can do, just go close this. So now just start Python server, and we have opened the notepad, right? So this, yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna paste this here, and we're gonna change this to execution into curl and our IP, which is 17, 14, and 8. So what happens is this will get executed, and we will be curling our host. I mean our IP, so that we will get a request so that we can confirm we have the SSTI. So we'll just copy that and open I mean burp suit. Just delete this and paste it here. So we have to and so we'll close this. And we started the Python. Yeah, we have started already Python HTTP server. So we'll just send this. It is 200. Okay. If you check here, we have an request. So this is executing. So we have an SSTI here. So now what you can do is let's go here, open a hack tools, and from reverse shell copy the Python script, open mousepad again, go below, and I'm just gonna have type here Python 3, and that's it. I'm just gonna copy this. Now I'm gonna make a new file and paste this here and save this as I'm gonna save this into TryHackMe WhiteRose, and I'm gonna save this as index.html and save this. Okay, now we have an index.html file, so we'll just close this. So now what you have to do is we already have a server, we already have the server running, so just open a new tab, and I just wanted to switch to bash because there is some problem with the fish shell. So I just wanted to switch to bash. So let's nc lbnp 4848. So this is the port we are using on the payload, I mean the shell. So enter. So next open a request, and what you have to do is you have to just pipe this into bash. So when after executing this curl command, this is going to execute this Python into bash. So let's send this. It's not giving response. It's a good sign. So we have a shell here. That's a great. So now what is next? So let's go to cd home directory, and ls you have a user text, so we can count word count character and user.txt enter. So we have like 35 characters. So from here you can take the user.txt. So now further how to exploit this. So before that I just wanted to export term equal to term equal to x terms. So this allows us to execute few of the use the few of the keys, and then what you have to do, control z and SSTI raw echo semicolon and fg to bring the application on the foreground and enter. Now we have the shell again. So from here what you have to do is sudo l to check what and all privileges we have in access. So if you check here, we have sudo edit access to the site available admin dot cypress back. So what you can do, you can go here and search for sudo privesc sudo edit, enter. So if you do this, you have a third link or fourth link, which is because 3s, and if you click that, you have an how to exploit this sudo edit and also estate the privilege to root. You have that blog here, you can check this. But what you have to do is you have to give an export editor etc sudoverse file, and then you can access that file using admin dot cypress thm. And once you have that access, you have to give access to your username. So in our case we have access to web, so we have to give access to web. So that means you have to give web all no password, so and all. So that means you will have access to all the files and directories without the password. So that's the thing. So this is what you have to do. So for that you need to copy this one mousepad, I'm just gonna make a few changes here. So I'm gonna change this shadow file into sudoverse and change this vi to vim. So let's copy this, open a terminal where we have a shell, just paste it here and enter. Okay, all good. Now what you have to do, you have to copy this whole thing and type sudo and paste it here and enter. So if you see here, we have access to sudoverse file. So let's go below. So if you see here, we have access. So I just wanted to type here like web. You can type anywhere you want, but before type entering, you have to go to insert mode, which is you need to press I. When you press I, you will be entering into insert mode. So after that, what you have to do is you have to type web all equal to all, and you're going to mention this doesn't require any password. So that means you doesn't require have to give the password to access those files. So no password and colon again all. So this gives entire access to the web user. So now after typing it again, you have to press escape and colon WQ enter. So again press enter and give colon WQ enter. So this has been changed. If you want to check, if you type sudo l, now if you see we have password, we have access to all the things. So all, no password, all. So now what you have to do is sudo su, straight away you have the root access. So ready, we are root. So let's go for home directory ls, and we have this root.txt. So this is the easy way to solve this room. If you like this video, please subscribe and share to your friends. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.